Hey guys, it is FPS Gino here, coming at you with the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay, and this is free-for-all on Meltdown. And in this gameplay I'm using a Peacekeeper SMG, the gun received in DLC, Revolution DLC, and I'm using quick draw fast mags. I'm using lightweight perk 2 and perk 3 greed. For perk 2 I've got scavenger and toughness, and for perk 3 I've got dexterity and tactical mask. Anyways guys, it's the weekend. I've got time to actually upload a video, so I'm doing so now. And I just want to put up this gameplay because I haven't been on in a little while on Black Ops, and I just want to get back in the swing of things. And I want to use a Peacekeeper because I wanted to keep seeing how the weapon works out. Obviously, or not obviously, but I saw Xbox Ahoy's video that he put out for the Peacekeeper SMG. I decided to set up a class somewhat similar to that, see how I do with it, and it's a decent gun. There are some engagements where I either lose sight of a guy, not lose sight, but he's able to escape from fire, or I lose a gunfight. Some of that's partly due to the gun, some of that's partly due to my lack of playing time, therefore my not as good aim, like not my grade A aim. Anyways, this is a free-for-all gameplay. This is my first game actually. I just jumped into it, decided to use this gameplay, and I do pretty good. I do win. It was real close though. I had to come back. I was down like 4 at the end. Anyways, I sort of use these videos to be like my weekly update vids, but I'll just give you guys a quick glimpse of what's going on. Like I said in the last video, I believe it was the last video, I am working on a montage for Gun Game. It's still in the very early stages. I want to start actually working on that. I might get around to that sometime. Also, music making. I'm starting to work on a project, trying to get around to work on that project. And tomorrow, actually, I'm starting a podcast. Interestingly enough, and it's the basis of the podcast is going to be based around sports. Well, that's not the main thing. There's two main things. They pretty much have equal amount of time in the podcast. First thing is ponies, just anything in the brony community, pony related news or events that's happening there, and sports, any big things happening in sports, specifically Major League Baseball and the National Football League. And what makes it even more interesting is that I'm going to be including my mom in the podcast. It's going to be me and my mom as base, and we'll have guests on there sometimes, whether it be one of my friends or whether it be somebody even from the Friendship Brigade. Just depends, but the first one will just be me and her, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. We actually don't have a name for the podcast yet, but what makes it interesting is that my mom is a brony as well as I am, and she's very much into sports as well as I am. So it's something we share in common. We can talk about both subjects and have some sort of creative input on things that are happening. So just throwing that out there for you guys. I want to see how it works out. I mean, it could be a good thing. Could just leave my channel in the same state. You never know. But yeah, check either on my channel tomorrow or the day after, because we will be doing it tomorrow, or maybe it might be delayed to the day after, but I'm pretty sure we're doing it tomorrow. So that's starting up. That's all good. That's cool. Another thing, I'm just going to update you guys on the state of my ankle. I have actually gotten on to my freshman baseball team, and I'm starting to practice with the guys, starting to run in physical therapy. Run is in, I have to stay flat-footed because my ankle the ankle and the leg are still weak, so I have to work on getting back to strength there. And just because I have to stay flat-footed on that right foot when I can stay on the ball with my left foot. It's still gonna be a process. Good thing is I'm coming along well. Physical therapist says I'm right where I should be at this point, and I'm gonna be able to get back to where I want to be. Other things, just Oh, I'm gonna come back to the Super Bowl because in one of my videos I did mention leading up to the Super Bowl who I wanted to win and whatnot. And so these are the things that happened. Baltimore won 34-31. Pretty much everyone that's watching this is gonna know that. It's been a week after, in the aftermath of that. So Ray Lewis gets a ring when he goes into retirement, all this great stuff. But I'm just gonna talk about the game for this moment. In the game, it was Baltimore jumped out at a big start. Even into the second half, they started off with that Jacoby Jones touchdown return on the kickoff. They were up, it was like 28-6 after that. It was total domination. It was looking like, oh yeah, Ravens are in cruise control right now. They totally got this game in hand. And we know from the previous 2 playoff games played by San Francisco, they let the opponent jump out to a big lead and end up coming back, whether just formulating some way of coming back in the games to win. And this game, somehow, someway, around the time that San Francisco usually comes back, there was a power outage in the Superdome, and they finally cleared that up today. It was something to do with the Sugar Bowl and some transmitter, something to do with electrical power, that there was some limiter on it, something along those lines, so it did cause the power outage. So they cleared that up. Doesn't really matter anymore. It happened, it happened. There's nothing I can change about that. But that 30-minute power outage left Baltimore's offense and San Francisco defense off the field for about 90 minutes. I think there was 84 minutes of actual time. And the game's momentum just greatly shifted to San Francisco, allowing them to mount that comeback all the way. That's why the final score ended up being 34-31. Ravens, I mean, San Francisco looked like they had a shot, but Ravens ended up putting away that hope on that great 4th and goal stand that they had. They just played good defense. They did what they needed to do to win that game, even though they did have momentum shift away from them. They still played good enough ball to get the job done. So they won the Super Bowl, and I congratulate them. Good job. Now it's time to get ready for next season. Moving on from that, we have, let's see here. The in this gameplay, you know, I was talking about the Peacekeeper before, and in the, I guess I want to go through it on a second time. The way it handles, I guess it's changed a little bit for me. It seemed like it was too new, I guess, and everybody was using it, kind of get on my nerves, but I think I've gotten it to play it right, even though it's still, because it has low damage at a far distance, so it's difficult to use in that sense, but at close distance it's a pretty decent weapon. And you can see I get the double kill to end this game here. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I like the weapon. Anyways guys, gotta get going here. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay, hope you enjoyed the commentary. Like your feedback in the comments, leave a like if you'd like, subscribe if you're new. Anyways guys, peace out, see you in the next video. I'm off.